What is good, Virgo? Smash that like button, share, subscribe. Let's take a look at what's going on in your love life at the current moment. At the end of the reading, we will have you versus all the signs. So obviously, you know what I'm saying. Watch the whole damn entire reading, y'all. All right. All right. For Virgo, I said Virgo. Fuck Leo. The fuck. I just did Virgo. My bad. Mm. You're trying to surrender a connection. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You keep seeing some type of signs and synchronicities, though, like some type of hints from the universe about someone that's going to communicate. Someone that seems to be at a crossroads when it comes to like being with you. I don't know what that's about, though, but that's crazy. Being at a crossroads. Here, I'll help you out. Hell no. Bye. The hell? Fuck out of here. I'll help you with your crossroads. Oh, okay. Someone has some choices to make. Okay. And it's feeling like they are sacrificing themselves, waiting for you to like come around towards them to make something right. This person wants to talk with you, like there's communication coming in, and they're gonna show you love or whomever. It's just things like they have some type of rights over you. They're very possessive. Yeah, there's a cycle that closed out. You could be indecisive about them. Yeah, you got too many communication cards. They could already have reached out. To be honest, they're gonna show you love. They're gonna show you interest. Like, hey, you know what the problem is with this person? There's a lot of like energies around y'all. I don't know if y'all got kids around you, but there's a lot of like energies around you that kind of like depend on you for certain things. And there's like a lot of like either these are your friends or your children. There's like a lot of like offers coming from these children. Like a lot of energies on your energy. But you got someone showing up as a water sign offering you some type of like cup of love. Somebody can even ask you for money like a child. Yeah. Be careful not to make any bad investments or have some type of missed chances when it comes to finances. Because I see an offer, but the Ace of Pentacles flipped itself. Mhm. Someone's heading towards you. It looks like it's a water sign. Could be a Cancer energy. Somebody with Cancer having their chart. What do they want? They see you winning and they want a piece of that. They've been like holding back, you know what I'm saying, from this connection, but like they see you like focusing on yourself and shit like that, and they kind of don't want you to get away. Yeah. It's like they try to like play up on like, oh, I'm not interested in this, and they start doing their own thing, and it kind of backfired because when they saw that you didn't give a fuck when you started to walk away, they were like, well, what the fuck, where are you going, that type of stuff. This person was playing games. They was at a crossroads when it came to you anyways. So now that you're like, I don't give a fuck what you do or where you go, they're like, well, where you going, Leo? They was juggling you with the Two of Pentacles. They was up and down, acting like a player. They could have even been starting like fights to run off and shit like that because they wasn't consistent at a crossroads. This, these people, this person, these people, this person has been trying to manifest you in, but it just has that feeling burdened by you, burdened by some type of responsibilities that they have. They think a lot about like the connection, whomever this is. Yeah. They're burdened about like commitments, burdened about like a future without you. They think you're betraying them as well, by the way. Yeah, they think you got some options. They also feel like the reason why you wouldn't come towards them is because you was entertaining somebody else and you was hiding it. So they have insecurities. They don't trust you. Some of the source is crazy. Yeah. Some of y'all could have had a third party or still have it. I see you winning, focusing on your money. And this person's going to come offer you some dick or coochie. I see them also offering you a partnership. So be aware of whomever's coming towards you. They're very inconsistent. They're in and out. And they don't really know what they want. They just don't want you to get away. That's all they know. So yeah, they do too much. They've been seeing some type of like signs of synchronicities, and that's why they're going to reach out and talk about the connection. But they're still going to be flaky. All right. We're going to go to Aries to Pisces. What does Aries feel for Leo? What the fuck? Aries feels like they need to walk away from this connection at this present time so that they can be more at peace, so that they can balance themselves out. Okay? Taurus. Leo versus Taurus. Taurus is dragging their feet when it comes to you. They're trying to heal. They're trying to focus on their money. They're very problematic too. They feel like this connection is like conflict. They're just focusing on leveling themselves up. Their money, that's all they give a fuck about. Like a glow up. Geminis. Gemini is having some type of awakening. They're going through some type of dark night of the soul. They are confused and at a crossroads when it comes to you. They're not sure if they're ready to leave their singlehood behind. Cancer. Cancer versus Leo. What does Cancer feel? Cancer hiding shit. That's why they're being secretive. Cancer's just looking at you as a sexual connection. They're gonna reach out. They're gonna offer you dick or pussy. That's all they want from you is fucking sex. Leo on Leo. They think this shit is stressful. They feel like this shit ain't going anywhere. They also got options. What's good, baby girl? No. Can you give me the baking soda from the cabinet, please? I need to like clean them off. Leo versus Virgo. Virgo is in some type of third party. Okay. It looks like it has to do with money though. They're very focused on some type of partnership, some type of commitment with their pentacles. Libra. Leo versus Libra. Libra is juggling right now. Libra is in some player energy. Yeah, they juggling you. Alright. Scorp versus Leo. Scorpio feels like there's a missed opportunity. They think this shit is done and over with. They feel like this cycle has already closed out. Yeah. They don't feel like there's a future here. They feel like there's a lot of conflict. They think it's done and over with. If you're dealing with another Scorpio, yeah, they think this shit is dead on arrival. Sag versus Leo. Sag got some shit they gotta say to you, but they mean as fuck right now, so I don't even talk to their asses. They gonna speak their truth and they in sword energy. They're trying to heal themselves right now. Sag does want a renewal, but they are just focused on like themselves. They got some type of toxic attachment to you, like, yeah, really toxic. This could be like your baby mama or your baby daddy, but there's a toxic attachment between the two of you. Sag is mad at your ass though. They gonna speak their truth. They gonna cuss your ass out. Mm-hmm. Also, they focusing on themselves. Some of y'all got a third party with a Sagittarius as well. Cap. Capricorn wants your attention. They're gonna communicate as well. Wow, fuck, Cap. What the fuck? They could already came in. Look at that. Boom. The fuck? Capricorn wants your ass. Aquarius. Aqua. They want a union with you, but they hurt. So they're focusing on themselves. They're a little egotistical, by the way. They have an ego. Pisces. This is Leo. Pisces self-centered. They're a little bit into their money too much. They think that's their happiness, their money. They also mad at you for some shit. They showing up as a king of swords. They in emotions of leaving this shit behind. They just want their bag. That's it. Fuck around and find out. That's the energy they in. Fuck around and find out. All right, y'all. Smash that like button, share, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.